Hello everyone, what's going on? It's Sal, straight for post. How you're doing? And welcome to the live watch along between the Czech Republic and South Africa, guys, in Group A of the World Cup. I hope you're doing fine. I hope you're doing good. Thank you so much for joining this morning. Before I start, guys, this evening, should I say? Before I start, guys, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, smash a like on the video, put your notifications on, all that jazz. It'll be absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much for joining me today, guys. Now, South Africa and Czech Republic. Now, crucial game, of course. South Africa cannot lose, having lost the opening game to Mexico, of course, as we remember. And also, Czech Republic, guys, they cannot also lose. We're looking at, let me just bring in you the teams real quickly in regards to both teams, of course, as we do. So let's just get into the lineups first. So these are the two lineups, guys. Just to go through a few of the players that you may not be recognized. Of course, Kova, who used to play for Manchester United, as we know, PSV, not that Kova, sorry, PSV Eindhoven Kova, should I say? Not the one who used to play for Manchester United. Matej Kova, he plays for PSV. We got Hranjak, guys. He played, that's Robin Hranjak of Hoffenheim. We got Thomas Hulls of Slavia Prague, centre-back, 33-year-old. We got the highly talented Ladislav Krejci of Wolves, of course, very good player. They're playing like a five in the midfield, a sort of like a couple of wing-backs, guys. So we got Kufal, of course, of Hoffenheim, also used to play in the Premier League, as we remember. We've got Sadalek, who plays for Slavia Prague in Czech Republic. We've got Vladimir Derrida, guys, who plays for, let me say, Hradec Králové. Hradec Králové, they're a team in Czech Republic, just so you're aware of that. Then we got the other the centre midfielder, the centre, guys, that is the one there. And then we've got the centre of the left, which is Lucas Curve, which he plays for Victoria Pilsen, of course, there, of course. And then we got Sojka, Alexander Sojka, to be exact, here for Victoria Pilsen as well. Victoria Pilsen, of course, very famous with a certain dance, a certain crowd dance that Man City copied. They're in the Czech Republic. And then we look at the two front. We got Hlosek, Adam Hlosek, who plays for Hoffenheim. A few players who play for Hoffenheim in this team. And obviously the talented Patrick Schick, the experienced Patrick Schick, as we know, guys, once scored a halfway line goal, almost against Scotland, as we remember. Going into the team for South Africa, we got Sundowns, Ronwen Williams. Not Robin Williams. It's Ronwen Williams. And he plays as the goalkeeper. He plays in South Africa. We've got Aubrey Mafosa Modiba. He plays in Sundowns as well. We've got Mbekezeli Mbokazi. He plays for Chicago Fire in America. He's 20 years old. We got Ocon, guys. Imi Ocon, he plays for Hanover. And we got Mudau, Kuliso Mudau. He plays for Sundowns as well in South Africa. We got Mbatha, Talente, very talented, Talente Mbatha, Orlando Pirates. We've got Makona, who plays for Sundowns. Lots of Sundowns players here. When the sun goes down, hopefully the sun doesn't go down on South Africa's World Cup today, guys, of course. We've got Jaden Adams, who plays for Sundowns as well. Mezeko, Thelepo Mezeko, Thapelo Mezeko. Hopefully won't be doing no therapy, Thapelo, today, with South Africa being knocked out of the World Cup. We got Ikram Rainers. He plays for Sundowns as well. And we got Apollis, not Apollis 13, but Oswin Apollis. Now Apollis, of course, absolutely. So that's it. So when we look at the substitutions for both teams, we've got obviously Jurek Straniek, Lucas Hornick, David Zimmer, Joroslav Zeleny, Stephen Chelopek, David Dodora, Hugo Shoshoek, Thomas Szuczek. Thomas Szuczek, of course, as we know, plays for West Ham United, as we know. We got Denis Wiedzinski, Jan Kuczka, Lucas Provod, Mitch Meshetel, Pavel Such, Thomas Chori. And in regards to South Africa, Ricardo Gross, Sefo Chain, Bradley Cross, Kamogolo Sebelebele. There you go. Kulamani Indamani. In the money, definitely in the money, definitely. If South Africa go through to the next round. Nkosinafi Sibisi, Oiwitu Makana. We got Samakelo Kabini, Dabang Matuludi, Evidence Makakopa, Lyle Foster of Burnley. Yeah, Lyle Foster of Burnley. He plays for Burnley. Yes, we've got Ribola. We've got this player, Relabahal Mofa Kang. Absolutely. There we go. And we got finally Shipang Maremi. There you go, guys. I'm getting better at this. I'm getting better at this. There you go, guys. Hope you all do well. Welcome to the stream. Hope everyone's having a good day so far, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Should be a good game. Yeah, it should definitely be a good game. Should be an interesting game. I just want to hold on. I just want to bring up the actual table, guys. I want to bring up the table of that the stipulations and things like that, of course, as we stand. So if we go back to the actual table, so this is the table. Okay, so Czech Republic, as we know, lost the opening game. So basically, it's a must-win for both teams. You lose the first game, the maximum you can get, obviously, is 3 points. And when you're looking at the best third to 8 of the best 13 teams got qualified for the next round, I think out of 10, 3 points may not be enough. So in general, losing this game would be an absolute travesty. Drawing it won't be the end of the world. There's still one more game to go, but losing this game would be an absolute travesty, definitely. And probably out of the competition, I would have thought, unless you have a magnificent win in the last game. You know, I'm talking about a big thumping win. So that's the league, that's the table at the moment in Group A. That's where we sit at the moment, with Mexico on the drive. Of course, Mexico tomorrow morning. Don't forget about that one. That should be a good game, of course. So we got Mexico against South Korea tomorrow morning. Should be a good game, of course. So I'll be doing live coverage of that one early in the morning, guys. So join me for that, of course. Thank you, everyone, though, for joining me. Absolute legends. Really appreciate you all, of course. And yeah, let's get on with it. Let's see if this is a good game. Let's see if we can have a decent game today, of course, guys, and a lot of goals. Big up Ephraim. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. It'll be an interesting game. Any idea of United will make them their next signs out? No idea, mate. No idea, Rich. Hopefully sooner rather than later. My prediction is that Man United would drag it out until July. That's my prediction, because of the financial year, because of the fiscal year and all that jazz. That's what Man United do, isn't it? So yeah, we're very frustrating. Liverpool have obviously signed a player already. They're looking at improving, and we're just sitting and losing a lot. I think everyone has every right to be concerned about what Man United are doing at the moment. Everyone has a right to be worried about what Man United do. Do you know what I mean? At the end of the day, I would say, yeah. So I just hope that we get some deals done quickly, because we definitely need deals done, 100%. We definitely need deals done, and we definitely need a squad. Big up, Stephen. How you doing, my friend? You're going with Czech 2-1. I'll go with that. I think I'll probably go with the 2-1 to Czech Republic. I think I'll go with that. I'm good with that. I think that prediction there is relatively fair. Bear me a second, guys. Hello? Okay, calm down. Thank you. Guys, I'll be with you in a second. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Here we go, guys. I'm back. Big up PT. What's going on? Big up everyone. Had to do a delivery. We're almost on kickoff. Nearly there. 2-2 says Ephraim. 2-2. Big up my friend Tebow. What's going on? God, I had to run upstairs. Goodness me. Big up everyone. Stephen, too many people around the table at United voting what's players to buy and sell. We need a full sell, only not Ineos. That's why United is called Shambles FC, Slow FC. Nothing new there, is it? Is it, Stephen? Nothing new. Do you know what I mean? Let me catch my breath back. Can't even breathe now. Bloody hell. Goodness me. 4 flights of stairs in about 3 seconds I had to get there because we've got to wait for the kickoff. So thank you, everyone, though. Thank you. Don't forget to smash a like on the video, guys. If you can do that for me, that'd be absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much. Yeah, sometimes you get a delivery. At the delivery, I had to run and get it. Yeah. But big up everyone who's joining me. Don't forget to smash a like on the video. I'm going with 2-1 to Czech Republic. That's what I'm going with. I'm going to stick with that score. 2-1 to Czech Republic. That's what I'm going for. Czech Republic will be in red today. These VAR pictures are funny, ain't they? We got UAE, Mohammed Obaid Kadam. He's in the VAR room, guys. He is from the UAE, United Arab Emirates. There you go, standing up there. It is funny, isn't it? It is really funny the way they do these things. Afternoon, Marcus. How you doing, my friend? Stephen, going to watch the footy. Catch yous on the next one. Thanks out in the chat. Big up, Stephen. Take it easy. Big up everyone who's in the stream. Don't forget to keep it on. Keep it locked on Stretford Post, of course, guys. That'd be absolutely fantastic. Big up everyone, of course. We're going through, the old graphics. The game is never on time here. One thing I've noticed anyway. So, we're going through all the graphics. Surprised that Czech Republic are playing at 5 at the back, though. Really surprised at that. So, I'm really surprised at Czech Republic's formation and their tactics. When you're looking at it with, basically they got a 5 in it. Soja and Kufar will act as wing backs, won't they? And anyone to look out for in regards to South Africa. Very impressed with the defense last time. Couple of players there, but you got a couple of, but it's not the best South African side I've seen in my life. Absolutely not. But Big Kenny, been busy for work today. Missed out on some transfer news. Any good news so far? Kenny, no, we're linked to a lot of things at the moment. Rerun the show this morning. You'll see what we said. There's so much news going on around surrounding Man United, Kenny, and it's unbelievable. I mean, just can't keep up, isn't it? It's like, but the problem is that I just want things to be done. I want things to be settled. I want us to have a good squad next season. And if we don't, we're going to be in problems. We're not, because Liverpool already improving. This is the thing. They've already got a player through the door. Tottenham have got 2 players through the door, more likely. You know what I mean? Would you sign Robinson from Fulham? I would sign anyone at the moment, Richard, considering what we have and what we don't have. As a fullback, Robinson, I probably would, Anthony Robinson, I probably would. However, obviously his age bracket is not what they're looking for, is it? He's in that age bracket of like 28, 29, isn't it? That they're not looking at it. Big up, Kenny. Much love to you, my friend. Always good to see Kenny in the house. We're almost ready to kick us out. What's your prediction? 2-1 to Czech Republic. That's my prediction today. 2-1 to Czech Republic. I'm going with that. I'm sticking with that. I'm sticking with 2-1 to Czech Republic, guys. So we are about underway now, guys. Kick off in this second game of the group, guys. It is South Africa against the Czech Republic, or Czechia, as people say. Second game of the group already. Goodness me, time flies, doesn't it? Time flies. Of course, South Africa lost their first game in Mexico at the Azteca by 2-0. I was very disappointed with South Africa in that performance. I thought South Africa could have done a lot better. Having watched them in the AFCON, I felt that they were a lot better than that. And they just kind of capitulated kind of thing, didn't they? I didn't expect that for them, to be honest with you, but they did. And maybe obviously sometimes the occasions can get to you, can't it? Oh, already a chance there for Czech Republic. Already a chance there for the number 10 there. Patrick Schick, which is the most experienced striker there. It was a bad finish, to be honest with you. He had acres of space. He just needed to head it down. He had acres of space there. Yeah, I mean, first chance already for Czech Republic. Almost 1-0. Almost 1-0. Ephraim, Sal, I'm very impressed in England yesterday. Yeah, I was impressed with England. England have got a very good team. I'm just a little bit concerned about defensively. That's the only thing that concerns me about England. And another thing that concerns me about England is something that's been going on for years, is that we invite pressure onto us. You know, when we're winning and stuff, we let teams play. In the second half, England could have had 5 or 6 goals, and we ain't ruthless. Other players need to chip in with goals, I think. Not enough players chipping in. And I feel like, you know, we could have scored 5 or 6 yesterday. If we had our shooting boots on, I think we probably would have scored 5 or 6 yesterday, or 6 or 7 even, you know. But the problem is that exactly what we said during the show, during the match, is that you know, if we don't take those chances, Croatia will get back into the game. But let's not underestimate what a difficult game Croatia is. They were the World Cup finalists, of course, in 2018. You know, a few of the players are still there in the team. So it was a good result. But obviously, there's going to be sterner tests, definitely. I think England will beat Ghana. I do. And I think England will go through as group winners. There is a possibility England could end up playing Portugal in the last 32. You know, there you go. Already it will be a big game. It's a bit early, but it will be. You know, it's just the way the World Cup's been panned out, isn't it? To be honest with you. Yeah, definitely. Can't believe that Mainu didn't get a game time for England yesterday. He moves James into midfield instead of. Yeah, I don't understand it. Obviously, Richard. Look, you know, at the end of the day, he'll get his opportunity, and if he doesn't get an opportunity against Ghana, then obviously we can have concerns and we can start asking the question. But one thing I would say, we have to be patient. It is a squad game, and we let Tuchel do his thing. I do feel like Mainu should start. I think that Anderson and Rice are too similar, in my opinion. I think they're too similar. I think they're too much of the same type of player. Big up, Bobby. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I do think Anderson and Rice are a little bit too similar, in my opinion. I think they need a controller, a number 8. You know, they've got the number 6 in Rice. Or it should be Anderson or Rice, and Kobe Mainu. That's what it should be, in my opinion. And a lot of people jump on that and say, you're just got Man United biased. No, it's football knowledge, mate. You know, you can't have Anderson and Rice. You know, who's keeping the ball there? Who's going to make those little eye of the needle passes and things like that? Do you know what I mean? Cross comes in from Czech Republic here. They win a corner. They are dominating at the moment. Czech Republic already very, very dominant. Already. I hope the Declan Rice injury isn't that bad. I don't know. But one thing's for certain, Ephraim. England should beat Ghana. There you go. He lost the ball there. Chance. It was almost. That was close. One thing for certain. It's not going to be easy against Ghana, but I think England, whatever lineup they put out, they should be able to beat Ghana, in my opinion. Ghana, of course, didn't qualify for the AFCON. They're not as great as everyone as people think. Obviously, people think that because it's Ghana, it's not Ghana of 2010, if you know what I mean. They are very beatable, and England should beat them. But it's going to be a tough game, no doubt about it. No one's saying it's going to be easy, but it's going to be a tough game. I think there are more sterner tests from other African nations than Ghana, in my opinion, definitely. Just a little bit of news. Ivory Coast striker Alay Wahi, who played against France, if you remember, about 2 weeks ago in a friendly, has been denied a visa to go into America, by the way. Oh, it's 1-0. 1-0 to Czech Republic already. I told you they were getting into the game. I told you guys. I said it. And South Africa are capitulating again. It's 1-0 to the Czech Republic, guys. Czechia has with 1-0 up against South Africa, guys. Poor start from South Africa again, guys. Again, poor start. I mean, you thought they would have learned their lesson, weren't you? But they haven't, and it's 1-0 already to the Czechs, guys. Czech Republic. Yeah, he's making fun of the water break. Did you see that? He's making fun of the hydration break. That's funny. That's funny. Great cross there. And yeah, lovely piece of play from the Czechs. Great goal. Completely carved open South Africa there. One touch football. Great pass. Great finish into the corner. Completely carved open. And Sadilik has opened his account at the World Cup, guys. So there you go. It's 1-0 to Czech Republic. The assist was from Šočka. 1-0 already. Now South Africa already got a mountain to climb. There you go. Poor defending. Big up, Marcus. Ghana were lucky yesterday. Yeah, they got a last-minute goal against Panama. You know, I mean, obviously you have to respect Ghana. Obviously you have to respect some of the players. They've got Semenyo and players like that. They've got some good players. But what I would say is that, yeah, if you can't beat them, what the hell are you doing in the World Cup at the end of the day? Panama almost got a point. Would that be Panama's first point in the World Cup? I don't know. But I mean, Panama are meant to be the whipping boys, isn't it, of the World Cup? So, yeah, look, you know, I won't exclusively judge them on that game because I know that Spain drew against Cape Verde and things like that. It does happen. However, they were lucky yesterday. I can only go by what I saw in that game. They were lucky yesterday, but they got the win. But I just feel like England won't make it easier against Ghana. You know what England are like. England make it hard for themselves. You know, they'll probably go 1-0 up. It'll go 1-1. They'll struggle a little bit and go 2-1. They might even go 2-2. And then England will, it'll probably be like the Croatia game. And then England probably run away with the game 3-4-2 again, 5-2, something like that. It could be like that. I'm going with a 2-0 window for England. That's what I'm going for. But it's here. It is South Africa. It is not South Africa who are struggling. They are 1-0 down again in the World Cup. Of course, if they lose this game, it's more or less curtains. If you think about it, it's not over. As I said, it's not over because the best third place teams, 8 of them go through. But it is looking bleak because obviously the last game, you're going to have to outshine everyone, guys. It's the quickest goal of this year's tournament, by the way. And it was deserved, guys, because Czech Republic, even before that goal, were just dominating the game. Patrick Schick had the chance right at the beginning as well in the first 5 minutes. Hlozek, he did well. He did well to chase down the throw on the right hand side, and he did very well, Hlozek, and obviously Šučka with the pass. Here come Czech Republic again. Czech looking for the second. It almost was, and it's cleared away. It's retrieved here on the left hand side. It's offside. It's offside. They almost got another one. nearly. It's a brilliant start from Czech Republic here. Really, really impressed. Impressive start with them, guys. Of course, very impressed. Good start from them, guys. So, in regards to the Czech Republic in general. The Czech Republic, of course, the last game they lost 2-1 to South Korea. Of course, it's no mean feat to lose 2-1 to South Korea. South Korea, a very good team. Obviously, Kraye, they took the lead against South Korea, but ended up losing the game by 2-1. South Korea, a strong outfit, though, I would say, and people, you will struggle. A lot of teams are going to struggle against them this season. They are one of my dark horses. Sadilek has done pretty well so far. Of course, the goal scorer, guys, absolutely. Let's hope that South Africa make a game of it, though, isn't it? You know, because if they just roll over again, it defeats the point, doesn't it? Really, if they're just rolling over and stuff like that. I mean, look, I'm looking at the World Cup and I'm seeing teams like Cameroon not in the World Cup. It's baffling, isn't it? And it makes no sense considering. Do you know what I mean? That I think they're better than South Africa. Anyway, South Africa here on the attack. On the right-hand side, tries to cut it in. He's got it back here on the right. Finally, South Africa are starting to show some life in this game. Tuchel looks ruthless, manager. He is. Apparently, him and Jordan Pickford had a little bit of an altercation at half time. Apparently, it's what England need. It's what England need. England need a manager as ruthless as him. They definitely do. Ephraim, South Africa looks so nervous in this World Cup. Yeah, look, listen. At the end of the day, look, you're going to be nervous. And this is one thing that I pointed on the first game, is that a lot of their players play in either, like, there's a couple, they play in South Africa, right? A bar in a couple, they play in South Africa. And top level football, they're not used to it because they're not playing in Europe. I know this is no criticism, not only Europe, in South Africa, South America as well, and things like that. They're not playing in competitive league. And a lot of them play for Sundowns. There's about 6 players there who play for Sundowns in South Africa, which is probably along their Pirates, one of the biggest teams in South Africa. And to go from there to jump into the World Cup, obviously it's difficult. It is very difficult. And I agree, absolutely, Ephraim. They do look very nervous. They do look overwhelmed, to be honest with you. But they got to rinse that off, and just got to go for it. You only get these opportunities once in life. You know, you don't leave this tournament thinking you didn't do yourself justice. Don't go home and think, you know what, we didn't thrive. We didn't do well. We didn't really turn up, so to speak. Do you know what I mean? Good morning, Tyberg. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Good to see you, mate. Hope everything is blessed with you. Hope you're good. In regards to Tyberg, in regards to Germany, you got a massive game against Ivory Coast at the weekend. That should be a massive game. That's an interesting game, definitely. Now we're starting to get into games that are competitive, proper competitive games. Those are the sort of games I like. Like yesterday's game was incredibly competitive. I enjoyed it. All right, England run out winners, but it was a competitive game for the first half, definitely, and really enjoyed it. And I think that Germany game is going to be competitive, definitely. Also, we've got Australia against the USA coming up. That's also very interesting. It's going to be an interesting few weeks, definitely, with some of the big games still to come, of course. Even England against Ghana is going to be a good game. That's coming on Tuesday or Wednesday, I think it is. Yeah, that's going to be a big game, of course. But yeah. But what I would say about South Africa is that, if you leave this tournament playing like this, I mean, I know they're better than this. You're just gonna be disappointed because you didn't do yourself justice, did you? You didn't do yourself justice, and you want to go and say, well, we tried our best, and you know what, it just didn't work out. But they just look like frozen, lost puppies here. They look like little lost puppies, like in the World Cup, and they're unbelievable, because they weren't like that in the AFCON. Believe me, they were very solid in the AFCON. And one of the key characteristics about South Africa, when I was talking about the AFCON, was the fact that they're so solid. Here comes Czech Republic again. Oh, there's a long ball. It was the fact that it was so good defensively. Richard, Ivory Coast will beat Germany. I don't know, mate. I don't know. It's a good game. I'm going to analyze that game a bit later on. It's a good game, definitely, but I do think Germany are strong. But I wouldn't say they will. I wouldn't say they wouldn't. Obviously, Ivory Coast are one of the better teams from Africa, definitely. I think it'll be an entertaining game. I really do. I'm not going to judge the game against Curacao, because Curacao, and probably Ivory Coast could slap a few goals past them as well. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't judge them on that. But I am looking forward to that game. I really am. It's the sort of game. Here come Czech Republic again. Czech Republic are just on fire here. They're just going to end up blowing South Africa away if South Africa are not careful. I mean, the first game, obviously, South Africa played against Mexico. I did pull it down to Mexico, Azteca Stadium, altitude. I gave them all the excuses under the sun, by the way. I was, but this one is none. Unfortunately, this one is none. Yeah. Ephraim, that will be a cracking game. It will be. Big up, Danny B. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Good to see you again, mate. Tyberg. Agree, Sal. Against Ivory Coast, we'll see what Germany really is about. The Curacao game can't show us the real picture. I can't wait for the game. One thing the Curacao game does do, I mean, if I'm saying it right, Curacao. The one thing that game does do is it does install confidence and belief. Obviously, when you slap 7 goals past someone, it's always going to give you confidence, isn't it? Germany are Germany, and that's what we have to respect. Germany are Germany, and Germany will always be there. No matter what, they're going to qualify from this group. And when I'm pretty certain, like when it gets to the last 32 and the last 16, nobody wants to play Germany. Exactly that. No one wants to play Germany. So yeah. I said it at the beginning. I said it. You remember you watched my preview show. I said Germany would get out the group, and whether it's Ivory Coast or Germany top of the group, who knows? But it doesn't. As long as you qualify, I suppose. Because actually, you know what? With England's group, here come South Africa chance. No, it's wide. The number 12 there, he thought he had an opportunity there, but it just trickled wide. It was Maseko who had the chance there for South Africa. But Holes in the Czech Republic defense did well there to marshal that ball out, of course. Yeah, so nearly an opportunity finally for South Africa. It's a goal kick, however, to the Czech Republic. Yes, yeah. No, I was saying, England. If England comes second in their group, right, they could possibly have an easier journey, like in regards to what they've got now, because it is possible that if England come first, right, and Portugal comes second, England will play Portugal in the last 32. Whereas if England comes second, it's such a complex. I know you can't really think about that too much. You just have to play who you get. Obviously, you're going to have to be the best. You have to beat the best. But obviously, you want to bed yourself into the tournament, isn't it? And you don't want to go and play Portugal in the last 32. You know, you want to play them in the semi, you know, or the quarterfinal. But yeah, it could be like that, of course. Ephraim, the hate of Ronaldo is ridiculous yesterday. Let them, mate. Let them. People got no respect. Do you know what I mean? Against the GOAT. There's a chance England will play Mexico in the last 16, Sal. That's going to be a difficult match, Richard, because obviously the altitude, the Azteca Stadium. But it would be nice to go to the Azteca Stadium in the quarterfinal, the last 16. In the last 16, sorry. It would be nice. It would be nice to go back to the Azteca Stadium. When was the last time England went to the Azteca Stadium? Was it 1986 against Maradona? It might have been, you know. It might have been against Maradona, the Azteca Stadium. Be nice to put a few wrongs right. I would fancy England against Mexico. I would fancy in the last 16. I would, but it's a hell of a tournament. It's a hell of a slog. You know what I mean? It's a hell of a few games coming up. You know, you got the last. There's the first time there's going to be a last 32, isn't it? Usually it goes straight to the last 16. It used to go straight to the quarterfinal, but now it's going straight to the last 16. They start 32, straight to the last 32, then last 16, then last 8, and then 4, then obviously the final. So yeah, it's going to be difficult. A lot of luck has to be involved, of course. Concentration of the highest order needs to be put into the team, of course. And winning tournaments, you know, it's not easily, especially World Cups, Champions Leagues, and things like that. We know it's not easy. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I hope England get that far. Obviously, they ain't even through the group yet, but they ain't even through the last 32. So and what I'm hearing, it could be a difficult last 32 tie as well. You know, as I said it before. I'm a little bit concerned about England's decision making. Sometimes it's not all rosy from yesterday. I think some of their decision making was a little bit suspect. I think defensively they're a little bit suspect. And they need to solidify that. They need to sort that out because as Tuchel said in the post-match interview, he said that, you know, they made the wrong decisions sometimes and they lacked composure. And England have done that over the years, like when they've been handed an opportunity against Croatia, for example, when they were in 2018, they went 1-0 up. England were in the driver's seat and just England gave the game to Croatia. Everyone could see that England was struggling, and they gave the game to Croatia, and they fell. You know, sadly. But yeah, here we are, guys. Still 1-0 to Czech Republic against South Africa. South Africa slowly start to bed themselves into the game now, which is good. They're gonna make a game of it a little bit more competitive. I think England sort the defense. They have a chance to go to the final. Yeah. If they sort their defense, England will go to the final. I have no doubt about it. If they sort that part of their game out, England go to the final. England are devastating when they're on fire, but it's sorting that defense out is the biggest issue, isn't it? They've got to sort that out first before anything. You know, because to win tournaments, you've got to have a solid defense. Any tournament in the world, you've got to be solid. You've got to have that foundation there. Alex Ferguson said, isn't it? Defense wins you titles, league win you games, attack wins you games, defense wins you titles, of course. You know what I mean? So, yeah, 100% England. If they can fix that, then great. Mark Gay is a good player. A little bit worried about John Stones. I personally don't know what I would have done, but personally probably would have brought in Harry Maguire. I don't know. I don't know, but Yeah, that's the only thing. I would have bought in Aiden Heaven myself. If I was totally honest with you guys, I would have bought in Aiden Heaven. I think Aiden Heaven is underrated. You know, I think he is. I think he would have been a better defender than Burns, a better defender than Konza. I think he would have been better than all of those. Unfortunately, we didn't read it. Tuchel didn't read that script that I was reading last season. I said he should go to he should go to the World Cup, considering England's weaknesses in defence. I said he should go to the World Cup. I know he's a left-sided centre back. He could have played in that position at Konza. I think he's a better player than Konza. I really do. I think he's a better player than Konza. You know, I'm not just saying that because he's a Man United player. I actually believe that he is a better player. You know, definitely. Yeah. So let's wait and see what happens anyway. But yeah, Aiden Heaven didn't reach the squad, did he? You know, so it is what it is, isn't it? It is what it is. Guys, we've got about 20 minutes have gone in this game. 21 minutes have gone. It's still 1-0 to Czech Republic. Yeah, let's see what South Africa could do in this game. Let's see if they could put up a fight somewhat. You know what I mean? I hope they can. I hope they can. I want a competitive game. Yeah, I want a competitive game. But the way the draw is worked out, it is it's going to be a difficult path for England. That's one thing, you know. And for me, I don't really mind that. I don't, because I believe that when you play more difficult sides, it gives you more confidence. I do. If you win one of those games, it gives you more confidence. We got a hydration break, guys. We got a hydration break already. There's a hydration break. This first quarter, as they say, isn't it, Rich? Is it the first quarter? Is it? I think that's what it is, isn't it, Rich? The first quarter of the game. You know what I mean? Big up everyone who's joined me today. I really appreciate you, man. Thanks a lot. Really do. Don't forget to smash a like on the video. If you can do that for me, that'd be great. Thanks, guys. Yeah, let's hope for after the break anyway, for some action and stuff. Bear me a second, guys. I'll be back. I am back. There we are. Come on, England. Come on, Team England. Coming home. Big up, my friend. Luke, hope you're doing well. Hope everything is blessed with you, mate. Hope everything's blessed with everyone, of course. Hope everyone's having a great time. Come on, guys. Let's get those likes up, right? Let's get those likes up. Let's get those views up and stuff like that. Yeah, we need at least a couple of thousand views on this video. Definitely. That's what we need, guys. Let's get those views up. Let's see if we can get the likes up as well, guys. Yeah, this is probably one of the most underwhelming game evenings of football, I think. 9 likes on 50. Come on, guys, that's good. We got 50 early. Well done, guys. Well done. 9 likes. Let's get to 50, guys. Let's see if we can get to 50. Maybe if we can get to 100, who knows? Let's see if we can get it. Let's hope we can. Let's get the views up. Canada against Qatar tonight. Interesting game, actually. Obviously, Qatar drew against Switzerland in the first game. Canada's going to be a tough game. Obviously, Canada being at home. But I've seen a distinct improvement in Qatar. I've seen a big improvement in Qatar. I really have. They've been the most improved team from the last World Cup, in my opinion. They've been the most improved team. Cheers, guys. Thanks for that. Yeah, it's been a bit of a busy afternoon for me, to be honest with you. Yeah, this has been one of the most underwhelming, I would say, fixture lists today, to be honest with you. Didn't do the game this morning. Of course, Uzbekistan lost to Colombia by 3-1. And now we've got, obviously, South Africa against Czech Republic, and later we got Canada against Qatar. It's not really vintage stuff, is it? But you know what? There we go. So, do you think Rashford would return to United at this rate? Probably yes, Ephraim. Probably yeah. Um, unless he can lower his wages, unless someone will pay the money for him. At the moment, as we stand, now speaking about facts, he's a Man United player. That's it. So obviously I wouldn't want him back at the football club, not because of his ability or non-ability. I wouldn't want him back at the football club, because of his attitude. That's it. But I think Man United may have no choice but to bring, obviously, Marcus Rashford back, because of obviously what they're going to do. They're just going to keep him in the reserves. What they're going to do, they're going to have to do something with him, play him maybe, Korea, Mexico would be a great game there. Yeah, I'm doing that later on. Guys, I've given you the link to that, actually. I'm going to give you the link to that Mexico game. So don't forget to join me for that early in the morning, tomorrow morning. Not later for me. It's tomorrow morning, isn't it? Yeah, so it is basically, for me, the game tomorrow will kick off at 5 in the morning. 5 in the morning. So I will be up for that early morning breaking. So I will be live for that game, yes. Hopefully that's a good one. That's an interesting one. I think that's at the Azteca Stadium as well, isn't it? I'm interested in that game, definitely, 100%. It should be a good game. Should be a good game. More competitive. That's what I'm talking about. Like competitive games, isn't it? That's what I want to see. Competitive. Both teams who want to win. Both teams who want to go for the win. Not just going to sit with 11 men behind the ball. You know what I mean? I want to see proper football, definitely. Big up all supporting the channel, of course. Smash the lights, guys. Thank you so much. Zero, 6, 8, 1, 7. CD2E. Sorry, guys, just writing something down. CD2E. Still 1-0 to the Czech Republic, guys. It's sort of calmed down since the opening goal. How was the game to you, Ephraim? Yeah. You know what I mean? Rich, USA versus Australia tomorrow will be interesting. Really hoping the last 32 games, USA gets Iran. Wow, that'd be incredible. Yeah, I'm doing the USA-Australia game tomorrow. I do see USA winning, though. I think USA will get through the group easily. I said this at the beginning of the tour. I think USA will get through the group. Australia, no mugs, though. Australia, no mugs. But I think with the home advantage and stuff like that, I think Australia will lose that game. I think, but it's good. That again, it should be a good game. It should be a good game, definitely. And yeah, Iran versus USA will be interesting. Definitely, 100%. Will be, for obvious reasons. I see Iran winning. They did in '98, didn't they? Daryl, what's going on? What's going on, my friend? Good to see you. Yes, bro. You get a good, boring game, to be honest. I know. Sorry, bro. What can I do, mate? It's a boring day today, isn't it? Of football. It's not like yesterday. It was exciting, wasn't it, yesterday? But yeah, it's a bit of a boring day for football today, Daryl, my friend. But obviously, you never know. In these sort of games, sometimes you get these surprises, don't you? At the end, I mean, I can't pick and choose the games, unfortunately. I can only pick what's on. You know what I mean? Later on, it's Switzerland, isn't it? Switzerland. Is it Switzerland later on playing? Not for me, man. Not. I'm not doing that one. Definitely not. Switzerland are one of the most boring teams in the world. I wouldn't want to do Switzerland, but yeah, I'm trying to catch. I'm trying to catch all the teams. Do you know what I mean? I'm trying to catch all the teams. You know, the USA are the only team that plays soccer at the World Cup. The rest play football. Exactly. Football. It's called football. Exactly. It's not called anything else. It's called football. Don't like the way they try to change our game, and don't be manipulated by that. And anyone who uses the word soccer, they shouldn't be playing the game football. Exactly. You know, it's not soccer. Even though, let me just give you a little bit of a fact. It was actually England who gave them that name, who invented the name soccer as well, right? Because I don't know why. Maybe Americans didn't understand the logic of a hand and a foot. I don't know. Didn't know they couldn't differentiate between a hand and a foot. You know what I mean? Here come South Africa. Nothing there. Canada against Qatar. It will be defensive from Qatar. And Qatar will be looking to hit Canada on a break, a bit like the game against Switzerland, I would have thought. You know. Australia, New Zealand, Canada use the word soccer because that's exactly why they're crap at it. That's why they're crap at football, mate. Simple as that. It's because they use the word soccer. Australia just kissing backside when it comes to that, using the word soccer. They try to be American and all that. Americate. You know. I mean, let them call it what they want, man. The rest of the world knows it as football. You know, us in Europe, the main part of football, the main footballing world calls it football. Argentina called it football. Brazil called it football. England called it football. Spain, Italy, Portugal, they all call it football. Who cares what they think or what they call it? Do you know what I mean? Who cares? You know what I mean? Let them call it what they want to call it. Call it what you want to call it. I'm an alcoholic. No, I'm not. Daryl, that's Exhibit song, by the way. It's an Exhibit song. Daryl, agree. Big up, Daryl. Big up. Good to see you back, mate. Hope you're well. The reason I looked at this game and I'm thinking, do you know what? Maybe that game against Mexico, when South Africa played Mexico, I thought that game might have been a little bit of a false dawn. It might have been something like not really showing South Africa in reality what they really are. I thought that they might have had nerves, the altitude, Azteca Stadium in front of Mexican fans. I thought that might have got to them. But they haven't really shown me anything, you know, against the Czech Republic, who, in my eyes, if England played the Czech Republic in the next round, I'll be absolutely buzzing. You know what I mean? And, it is what it is. Here comes Czech Republic again, though. There's some space opening up. Nearly again. Nearly. Yeah, guys, I did yesterday. I did how many watchalongs? I did 3 watchalongs yesterday. I think I'd done 2 in the morning, 1 in the morning, 2 in the evening. So I did 3 watchalongs yesterday. So today I'm doing 1, and then tomorrow morning I'm waking up early in the morning to do Mexico against South Korea. So I'm looking forward to that one. So yeah. Should be fun. Tomorrow's game is exciting because tomorrow's game actually is a proper competitive game, isn't it? But big up South Africa, and I've got a lot of love for South Africa because I've got a lot of people in this community from South Africa, you know, and I want them to do well. That's why it so frustrates me, you know. I want them to do well. Bobby, all quiet on United front at the moment when we make the first major signing. Look, what I hope, Bobby, is that it's radio silence. I hope there's something going on behind the scenes. However, you have to be concerned what's going on. The fact that Liverpool have already brought in a good player that Man United were only linked to last week, and they've already brought him in quickly as well. Newcastle made a bid for him, and then suddenly Liverpool came out of nowhere and nabbed him completely, you know. And Man United I don't know what we're doing at the moment. I really don't. I don't know why we don't move quicker because of the amount of work that needs to be done. Look, I'm not saying that we're not. obviously, what we can only go by what we see, innit? We can only go by what we hear and what we see and what's evident and what's facts right now. Factually, right now, Casemiro will not be playing for Man United next season. Factually, right now, Edison is still not a Man United player until he signs on the dotted line. That's a fact, And this is what I like to look at. Everything else is noise, smoke and mirrors and things like that. Do you know what I mean? And everything is that. And I really do hope, because for our sake, I want to go into next season, start of August, and think, well, I'm excited about this season. I can't wait. We're gonna do it. We're gonna cook. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do that. Do you know what I mean? Bob Tybo, if I watch as much as you, Sal, I'm divorced by the end of the World Cup. Well, yeah. I can't do everything. As you know, Tybo, you're a married man. I'm a married man. We can't do all the football. We can't. I mean, even though it's my job, I can't do all the football. No. My wife is works full time. So obviously, I can't be waking up 2 o'clock in the morning to do Qatar against Canada. You know what I mean? And the thing with me, guys, the thing with me is that I'm very passionate. When I come on here, I'm actually into the game. I'm actually, I'm into it. Come on, like, you know what I mean? I'm buzzing. I can't mellow down. I don't know how. There's something in my throat, right, that prevents me from mellowing. Like if I go like this, I just stop. I stop. It's like I can't do any more. I have to be like this, buzzing. Yes. You know what I mean? Say it like you mean it. You know what I mean? And that's it. And that's what I am. I have passion for the game. And if like when I wake up at 4 a.m, like tomorrow I'm going to wake up 4 a.m, obviously, right? And for the game against South Korea and Mexico, and I have to like, I have to start practicing my voice to lower my voice. Try and practice it, lower it. You know what I mean? It's hard. It's like, hey, what's good, everyone? It's Sal, Stretford. Hey, what's good, everyone? It's Sal, Stretford Post. How you all doing? Hope you're all doing well. Everyone can see that I'm bloody trying forcefully speaking low, isn't it? I don't know how people do it. I really don't. Maybe I need to like have some like blues music on or something in my earphones or something like that. Maybe I don't know, but yeah. Well, one thing's for certain, this game is not an absolute fire. It's not absolute fire at the moment, should I say. Ephraim, it's amazing our owners make it us like Everton. They lower the expectations of this beautiful club. It's true, Ephraim. Big up, Ephraim, my friend. Big up, Sal in the chat. Big up, Mandem. What's going on? How's the game so far? Just tuned in. Both teams stream and both the stream and the game. You're a legend, Mandem. Thank you. Yeah, you can watch the game, but have my voice on it. I'm the best commentator there is. The George Weah's in the crowd, actually. Big up, George Weah. George Weah was the original legend of the PSG, Paris Saint-Germain. Ended up going to, of course, AC Milan, scoring a fantastic goal once where he took on the whole team. And he went to Chelsea as well, didn't he? Daryl, I haven't watched much of as I'm up at 3 a.m. for work, bro. Yeah, it's difficult, Daryl. I won't lie. Look, I have to be up at 5, right? So I'm up at 5. I can't do a 2 a.m. kickoff. That's the thing. I can't. Yeah, I mean, unless I sleep during the day. But during the day, I have things to do. That's why I called it the unemployed World Cup. No offense, but the unemployed World Cup. You know what I mean? Big up, Bobby. Thank you so much, my friend. You're a legend, mate. You make it worth it. But as I said, if I can do the bulk of the games, the majority of the games, I'll be happy because, World Cup's World Cup at the end of the day. And when I was a young youth growing up, the World Cup was always exciting to me, Unfortunately, don't have time to do it like that. Legend Tyberg. Of course, you want to watch the game, innit? Of course, I understand, Yeah, but it's good that you think of me, guys. Thank you so much. Yeah, it helps the channel. Of course, it helps the channel. Yeah, look, it's definitely look. Imagine this, right? I'll stay up and I'm like, I'm gonna watch Canada against Qatar, right? I can't wait for it. Yeah, and it's 0-0 at 2 a.m. Yeah, I look at the fixtures. I look at the fixtures and I'm like, which game is going to be the most competitive? And I think, you know what? And I also want to do every team. I want to cover every team. I want to try and fit every team in, Alonso Moreira has joined Bayer Leverkusen on a 32 million deal from Olympique Marseille. Thank you so much, Ephraim, you're a legend. I do try my best. Thank you, Ephraim. Try my best. Mikel Sylvestre is in the crowd. I spoke to Mikel Sylvestre. I was supposed to get him on the channel. So aftershave, it's very nice. Sometimes I smell aftershave. Makes you feel like, but makes you feel good. Makes you feel good. It makes you feel a nice smell. Yeah, Mikel Sylvestre was supposed to come on the channel. Basically, what happened? He was in London when I was in London. He was in London, and I told him before I met him, and I said that I got a channel. Like, would you like to jump on the channel? And he goes, yeah, not at the moment. He's busy and because he's doing things. But he actually emailed me, and he said he's free in London on this day and that. And I was actually here. I actually was already here in the UAE. So I said, so I said to him, whenever he's in the UAE, let me know. You know, yeah. I just watch highlights in the morning before I leave. That's good enough, though, Daryl. I like watching highlights, to be honest with you. You know that. I do the same, Daryl. I wake up early in the morning. I turn on the YouTube or wherever it is, and then I watch all the highlights. And then, because obviously I want to watch the games. I want to see how the games pan out and stuff like that. You know, and I do that as well, 100%. Couple minutes to halftime, guys. For about 3 minutes to halftime, isn't it? About 3 minutes to halftime, I think it is. We got everyone in the house. In the house is the house. Big up, Garrett. How you doing? Man, you can really dance. Big up, Sal. Join us. Thank up, my legend. Tyberg, honestly, what I like that you say what's on your mind and not saying what's on people's want to hear. Thank you, mate. I try. You probably lost a couple of members, but I think that this is the way to go. I've lost a lot of members. Tyberg, I'll be honest with you. If the amount of members I've lost, I'll probably be on over 20,000 subscribers by now. I'll be honest with you. But that's not what means to me. What matters to me, right, is what my principles and what I believe in, you know, and everyone can have opinion about the game. Everyone can have opinion. It's a democracy, and this channel, I welcome it, actually. I like being challenged mentally and stuff like that. I love it, you know. But some people, they go over the top, you know. There are some people out there who really go over the top, and they're gone, you know, at the end of the day. It hasn't stopped me from, you know, going on big channels. It hasn't stopped me from, you know, working with big people, you know, and stuff like that. And, you know, and that's what it is. But as long as my subscribers are going up steadily, it's just it, isn't it? It's it, you know. But as I said, it's a marathon, not a sprint, and I will carry on doing my thing, and I really enjoy it. Shot there from South Africa. It was a good strike in the end, but it was way over the bar, but it was about 40 yards out. It was about 40 yards out there, guys. I think it was Maseko again, wasn't it, with the strike? No, it's a number 4. It was a number 4 who is Makena. Makena, the number 4 who plays for Sundowns as well. He's the one who struck that from about 35 yards. England smashed the second half. They did. Of course, still some red flags, but England did do well the second half, absolutely. It's pretty evident. What I would say about it is that Croatia are an aging team, and they need to look at another generation, definitely. Garrett, I'm so disappointed in our boys. Which ones, Garrett? Oh, South Africa. Sorry, Garrett. Keep the belief, mate. Come on, man. Come on, bruv. Keep the belief. We need you. We need you in the tournament. Bafana. Even if I'm not watching every day, I will still support the channel. You're a legend, Daryl. Thank you, mate. And thank you for being a member. I see everyone, and I see everyone who supports the channel, and I see everyone who comes on every day. And you know, everyone who as soon as I turn on is there supporting. And that's all that matters to me, you know. It means a lot to me because I'm a humble kid. That's who I am, you know. Look, I'm not, look, at the end of the day, I've told Tyberg about this. I've told people about this. Like I'm not happy all the time. We're not always happy. You know, I don't like, I wasn't born with a kind of a negative kind of way of thinking. I was born very excited and happy, joking sort of guy. So when Man United are doing badly and when we're struggling and all the negativity surrounds us and that, it's so, I can't sometimes I don't handle it well. I agree. I admit I don't. And, you know, because some people like to grasp the negativity too much, and I'm just like, it drags you down and stuff like that. But you know, it's when it gets into realms of abuse and things like that, I don't like it. You know, when the basis of their argument is nothing to do with football in regards to that. You know, and that's what I have. But anyone who drops off Stretford Post, I'm telling you, the plans I have, anyone who drops off Stretford Post will regret, because I know everyone who's you know, supported the channel, and I know everyone who has dropped off too. You know, some of them are big people. Some of them are big people. One thing I don't like, guys. One thing I don't like, and I'll be honest with you, right? And I don't know how you guys feel about this, right? I don't like fake. I just don't like fake people. I don't like people coming on here. Don't say hello. Don't say good morning. And just like at everyone in the stream to try and like build their platform, to try and divert people into their platforms, I think. Yeah, I mean, and it's desperate. It's desperate. It really is. You know, I can't stand people do that. Sorry, but it is frustrating, definitely. Ephraim, Tybog, quantity over quality. Thank you so much, man. Yeah, I agree. Garrett, Sal, I'm also getting ready for work at 2 a.m. in the morning. Difficult to watch the games. Yeah, me too. It is very difficult, mate. It's very difficult. I can't do the 2 a.m. I mean, technically, I can. Technically, I can sit here and do the 2 o'clock in the morning kickoff, right? But the fact that I have to stay up during the day, the next day, I have to be up. It doesn't make any sense, because I won't have energy for the evening game. You know what I mean? And that's it. I obviously have to balance it. I would love to do every single game. Of course I would. Next season, though, Champions League, guys. Champions League next season. I'll be doing all the Champions League. That's what I want. You know, something to look forward to now. Something to have Champions League football back, man. Can't wait. You know, I'm excited to have where Man United belong, back in the Champions League. Do you know what I mean? Ephraim, you always say the truth, unlike other channel. Big up yourself. Thank you, Ephraim, man. I try my best. I try my best. I won't lie to you. I won't try and fabricate something. You know what I mean? You know, I wouldn't lie to anyone. But one thing I do. Even YouTube appreciate me. YouTube appreciate me. You know what I mean? There is a lot of cardboard cutouts, Madden 2 Sword FC sort of people everywhere who are just an echo, or just like sheep. They copy everything that everyone else says. They even copy me with transfer news, but you know, I will keep it real. You know what I mean? I've been on big platforms. I've been on channels, and I've spoke the truth, and it's upset some people. I'm not scared to tell the truth. That's the thing. You know what I mean? Everyone knows, you know, the things I've said and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? Here comes South Africa. Great chance. Great chance. He's got a chance. Shoot. Goalkeeper. The goalkeeper there dragged there. It was a big opportunity for South Africa. Massive opportunity. You're a legend, Daryl. We're going to be old and grey, Daryl. I've had more greys in my hair. Do you know what I mean? Come on, United. Come on. You know what I mean? Being a nursing home. With my welcome to Breaking Dawn. Good morning. Welcome to Break. Imagine it. Big up, Greg. How you doing, my man? Hope you're doing well. Trust me, bro. Exactly. Trust me, bro. Big up, my legend. The best match today on paper is the late one, Mexico, South Africa. It's not today for me, Greg. It's tomorrow. It's tomorrow for me. It's a 5 a.m. kickoff for me. It is the best one, yeah, in the though. So I also hope that Man United will have a good summer window. Difficult to predict players that are so expensive. Man United just need to make moves, guys. Half-time, 1-0 to Czech Republic, guys. Disappointing from South Africa. South Africa have got into the game slightly, but I have been disappointed with them as a whole in this game so far. Conceding an early goal, started the game very slowly. Czech Republic could have scored a couple of goals earlier on. And you know, they did eventually score. Of course, Patrick Schick has a chance in earlier on. Yeah, possession though 63% to South Africa in that half. 63%. Czech Republic only had 37%. So it goes to show you that they're getting into the game, that they're starting to dominate proceedings and things like that. So they are doing well, guys. They are doing well. Let's not give up. They got that possession. If they can convert that possession into chances and goals, then you never know what can happen, isn't it? You never know. Sounds brutal. 5 a.m. kickoff. Yeah, it's a 5 a.m. kickoff. Look, I'll show you something. I'm going to prove it. So let me go to football. Look. So basically, look at this. So here's the games. So I'm going to go tomorrow. $5 a.m. But not for me. Look, I don't get up at 5 a.m. though. I get up at 4. So I have to do the overlays and the graphics and stuff like that. Of course, you know, I have to get prepared properly. I mean, but the most difficult thing for me, what I do, and you know, I like to embrace it. I'm not going to moan about it. I embrace it because I enjoy football. So I embrace it. But the difficult thing for me is trying to speak low, right? Speaking like this. Good morning, everyone. I hope you're all doing well. Welcome to the stream. Good morning, everyone. You know, hey, everyone, what's going on? It's Sal, Stretford Post. How you doing? I mean, someone said to me the other day, right? Someone said to me the other day, Sal, why do you always shout? I can't help it. Just can't help it. I'm hyped. I'm hyped. I'm a hyped guy. You know what I mean? I can't help it. But yeah, definitely. Yeah. Damn it, I can't even type 2-0 without a typo. The tiny keyboard fingers. It's better than having big fingers, though, isn't it, Greg? If you got big fingers. If you got small fingers, your fingers get stuck in between the things. Too professional, Greg. Too professional. Guys, if I wanted to listen to a show, I would listen to some sort of mellow show, you know, hey, this is Sal on Magic FM, 105 FM. And this is Barry Manilow. You know what I mean? I could do that because I was a radio DJ, by the way, back in my early days, Climax FM. I was a radio DJ, used to play music and stuff, but as well as doing music, as being a music manager. Hey, playing you the best in soul all through the night. I'm Sal. This is Barry White. Yeah, I think I'll be good on that, actually. I think I'll be good on that. But I prefer this. I prefer the hype thing. What is professional anyway? What is professional? All the great presenters, all the best presenters, the most memorable presenters in history, the people who made it happen in America, in England, wherever in the world, they were like me. They weren't boring. Like some of the channels you try to divert me to, Greg. Hey, what's going on, everyone? Here's a picture of this player. He might be coming to Man United. You know, he might be there. Yeah, next we made a 30 million bid. You know, yeah, he made a 30 million bid for him. I mean, you know, he might be a good signing for Man United. But you know, you have to look at no, you know what I mean? It's like listening to a bunch of dogs. It's like listening to a bunch of dogs. Do you know what I mean? You don't want to do that. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah, well, no, we're coming into a little other bit of news. And if you don't believe it, how's anyone else going to believe it? You know? How's anyone else going to believe it? If you're like, oh, I just want to divert you to the attention of, you know, Manchester United and the transfer of Mateus Fernandes. You know, Manchester United have put an 85 million bid in. I'm like, oh, for goodness sake, man. Listening to these guys, I'm like, all right. Oh, here's an article from Laurie Whitwell. This is a little article from Laurie Whitwell. I just want to read this one out real quick for you guys. I just want to do what do you want to. That's basically what it is. That's basically what it is. Big up Tyborg. The voice brought back a couple of birds back there. Pick up my friend. Take it easy, bro. Big up Daryl. Take it easy, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Take it easy. Sal, when I say you would hate someone, I mean it since you are a fire and they are water. No, I'm fire and water. I'm fire and water. They're old pair of socks, mate. That's what they are. All right. Who's still subscribers and have people who've been openly critical to my channel, and actually have said horrible things about me, and they support them and they have them on their channel. That's why, Greg, right? Don't believe everyone is nice, because they're not. Some people are opportunists, mate. Listen, I was in the music industry 20 years, right? I worked with platinum selling artists. I've done a lot in my life, humbly. I don't need to be somebody I'm not. You know, I don't need to say anything about anybody. I don't really need to pay attention to them. But there's a reason, you know, I say these things. There's a reason that I have to, you know, and it's not because I'm an arsehole or anything like that. You know, it's because I'll tell you as it is. I'll tell you the truth. You know, I could sit here and sing you the praises about Mark Goldbridge until the cows come home, and I'll tell you how great Mark Goldbridge is. You know, because I know he is. I can tell you what a hard worker Saeed TV is, what a brilliant worker he is, how consistent he is, and how I've known him for 10 years. You know, I can talk about that, you know, and things like that. But there's people like let me tell you what it is, Greg, right? There's people, yeah, that will come on this channel, watch my channel, right? They'll see someone has been a nuisance in the chat. They'll see someone's been a nuisance in the chat. So what they'll do, they'll DM them and say, "Oh, you shouldn't listen to him," and da. I know that for a fact because people come and told me and show me screenshots, right? So when I talk, I don't talk nonsense. That's it. I've been in Man United. I've been in around Man United for 40 years. These people are pretenders and what they do, good luck to them. But I've always said, you know, I've always said this, right? Just like the Glazers and Ineos, if someone is friends with your enemy, cut them off. You know, cut them off. Because it's just the way I see it, man. It's the way I see it. And I hear a lot of things. A lot of people know me. A lot of people within the hemisphere. A lot of people watch that you don't know are watching and things like that. And, you know, and they tell me. Of course they tell me. They show me screenshots and stuff like that. And, you know, there's a lot of people I like. I think that Lou, you know, T with Lou, I think she's got the future. I think she's fantastic. I think people should listen to her. I think she's great. There's a few people out there that I like, and they're going to be stars, in my opinion, in this game, and they're going to go a long way, definitely. But there's some people that I call it, right, crabs in a barrel syndrome. So basically, you step on people till you get to the top, and then you fall like that, and that's what I say. Do you know what I mean? At the end of the day, yeah. That's what I would say, and that's why I divert. And as I said, as the people say on this channel, I just tell the truth. Everyone's nice in the beginning, but give them time, and someone a shock is incoming. Yeah, Tybo, there's been a few. You know, you've been here a while now, isn't it? There's some people that just disappeared, obviously, you know, and said nasty things and things like that. But that's just the way it is. That's the way they are, guys. This channel will keep growing, guys. It's not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. It will keep growing. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, and it will grow at a rapid rate. You know, I'm just getting started. You know, 1 year, I'm just getting started with live content and stuff. So, you know what I mean? And there's actually me. I actually love football. I love football. I find time. If people think I'm not busy, I am busy. You know what I mean? But I love football, and I watch as many games as I can, and I analyze football. Like just this morning, I didn't do the watch along for Uzbekistan against Colombia, right? But I watched it. I had it on TV. I watched it, and you know what I mean? Because I was just too tired, too much to do. I had to type something. I had to type an email and a memo and stuff. And I had the game on. I was watching the game like that and everything like that. Do you know what I mean? Absolutely. Greg, look, if they know my history, if they know my background, they wouldn't be sleazy to me. They, you know, at the end of the day, I just cut them off. I don't give them a time of day. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, and I give people a voice, and if they don't like them, what I say, that's up to them. If they can't come out with a constructive argument that doesn't involve sinister things and stuff like that, I cut them off. Do you know what I mean? Like when Ruben Amorim was the manager of Manchester United, I have every understanding that you know, people's critique of Amram and what people felt of Amram. But when it gets into the point of abuse and things like that, that's when I cut it off. Even to this day, right? When people are talking about doing hate watches for Ruben Amram, why? We're Manchester United. You know what we are? We're Manchester United, guys. Why are we doing hate watches for other managers? Why aren't we just not wishing them the best of luck? Goodbye, good luck. Why? Why are we doing hate watches? Is it that deep? How can you claim to be a United fan, but you're so infatuated with someone who tried to help the football club and actually did to an extent? Why? I don't get it. I just think people just, we're meant to be a classy club. There's a reason we used to come to work to matches in suits every single game. You know what I mean? Alex Ferguson used to input that, didn't he? That's true, Greg. Exactly, it's true, Greg. Greg, I wouldn't come on here, but look, and say something that means nothing. Like that's not true. I would not. You know, I had someone email me the other day and said, "Oh, Sal, you said that about this, you done that about this, you said this about that," and yeah, so it's the truth. You know what I mean? What are you gonna do about it, guys? Look, I give an example, right? Let me give you an example of this, right? Someone came on my channel and said, "Sal, could you do a raid for such and such person?" Right? After my show of Breaking Dawn, they said, "Could you do a raid?" Right? You know what's a raid? I'll send my followers and subscribers down there. I said, "Okay, I'll do it for him." Never done it for me. Known him for a long time. Never done it for me, but I'll do it for him. So I did it. He didn't even turn up to his show. Right? And then what made it even worse, he didn't contact me and say, "Sal, you know what? Sorry, mate, but thank you for your support." Nothing. So when the person came back on the channel in the morning who told me to raid him, he said, "Oh, could you give him a raid again?" Right? I said, "Well, I gave him a raid before, and he didn't respond, and he wasn't there, and he made me look stupid." Right? And with my subscribers and stuff like that. Oh no, but. And then they start saying that I'm nasty and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? This sort of thing. How can tolerate tolerance? Tolerance just goes less and less and less sometimes. You know what I mean? End of the day. It's crazy. Guys, we're 1-0 to Czech Republic at halftime. We're just waiting for the second half. I hope everyone's doing well. Bless you, everyone. But now, let me just tell you something as well. There's a reason that Mark Goldbridge works. He's on his own and does it himself. You know what I mean? And he has his team, and he does it himself. Do you know what I mean? Man, this channel always calls it as it is. Thanks, man. It doesn't bamboozle the viewers like most of the channels out there. You can't fake this authenticity. Thank you so much, man. How can I sit there and lie about a club that I love? You know, about this football club that I grew up watching my whole life. You know, that introduced me to football, that gave me this platform to speak, that made me meet people like Mandem and Greg and all these people. Do you know what I mean? How can I sit here and try and gaslight people? Right? You don't look, even if someone came up to me right now, right, and DM'd me and said, "Sal, I'll give you this and this and this if you start bigging up the Glazers and Ineos and, you know, start bigging them up a little bit." You know, I had an offer, guys. I had a 60K offer for this channel for me to be quiet. You know that? £60,000 for me to be quiet. You know, that's a fact. And I got the screenshot. Yeah. No, I'm not going to do that. You know, and I will never do that. It's Man United. Who am I then? Who am I? What am I? You know what I mean? Like, come on. I mean, Tyberg. And this is exactly what keeps us all here. Big up, Tybo. You're a legend, man. I'm glad I met all you guys as well. Do you know what I mean? That's the main thing. I'm glad I met all you guys. Do you know what I mean? If I'd done anything like that, it'd be a disservice, you know. Yeah, absolutely. A very good evening to United for Life. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Big up Bobby, my legend, of course. There have been weird people in the channel, like the fool that was back in the Ratman's comments. The good thing is that only the real ones remain, and the channel is still growing. Exactly that, Mandem. Yes, we might slow down. I could come on here, all flowers and rainbows and Barney the dinosaurs, and think, hello, everyone. Yes, you're right. Actually, that's true. I can be like that. If I can sugarcoat it. I can pretend. I can act. You know what I mean? And everyone's right. Everyone's a winner, baby. That's the truth. I mean, and nah, I can't. I've tried. Sometimes I go on this channel, man, them, and I'm like, I'm in the morning and I'm meditating. I'm like, Sal, you're gonna be calm. Sal, you're gonna be calm. Sal, you're not gonna say anything to them. They're ones that are backing in the Ineos, the rat, and this and that. Just agree with them and move on. Don't even read their comments. No, and I'm here 5 minutes later doing exactly what I promised myself I wouldn't. Anyway, we're ready for kickoff, guys. Second half. Can South Africa get back into the game, guys? Look, this hopefully they make a game of it. We're underway. Let's go. Let's get this game underway. 1-0 to the Czech Republic, guys. 1-0 to the Czech Republic. Let's hope we can get a good second half, competitive second half. Of course, let's hope we can do that. Who's watching the game later on? What even is the game later on? Let me have a look. Switzerland against somebody, I think. Let me have a look. Switzerland against Bosnia later on. Sounds like a cracker. Sounds like sounds like a good game. Switzerland against Bosnia. No, I think I passed. Yeah, I think I passed on that one. Yeah. I'm back tomorrow, Mexico, South Korea. That's the next game for me. Mexico against South Korea, guys. I've given y'all a link. Have I given y'all the link? Let me see if I can give you the link. I mean, it is a bit late, isn't it? A bit early. Let me see. Yeah, I sent the link to that one. Make sure you join me for that, guys. I know you're going to be sleepyheads. I know you sleepyheads will be sleeping, and don't forget to join me for that. Should be a good game. That one. I really can't call that one. Probably be a draw. It's a difficult game for both teams, but it will. But here comes Czech Republic. It's a chance. Could be 2-0. Well blocked by South Korea. It was a big chance there. Tybo, it's funny how Albania not in the World Cup, but Albania too is Switzerland. It's true. It's true. Is it? No, but you think about it, Tybo. Look, I know that everyone deserves a chance, and this all have flowers and rainbows and this and that. But come on, Hungary, Albania, Italy, Ukraine. Is Denmark not in it? Denmark are not in it. Wow. But you got Curacao, New Zealand, Haiti. Oh, God. Big up, Ephraim. Big up, Sal. You're a humble guy and your channel will grow. Thank you, man. Look, at the end of the day, slow we grow. We grow at the end of the day. People know we're making noises. They understand that, Chance. Oh, it's a clear header again. Patrick Schick again with a chance for Czech Republic. It was almost 2-0. Czech Republic are playing well, but they just can't get the second goal. But as we've seen so often in this tournament, you've got to put that ball in the back of the net. That's what you have to do. Do you know what I mean? You've got to put that ball in the back of the net. Otherwise, an equaliser could happen. You know how it goes. We got everyone in the stream, liking the stream, everyone. Guys, thank you so much for continuing to support the channel. Thank you so much. So that's done. Let me have a look. I know I've been living a simple life. Really, that's the main thing nowadays nobody speaks about. Good ball there. Good ball. South Africa on the attack. It's going to be a corner, is it? That was an excellent ball. Good play there from South Africa. Excellent ball. Great ball in behind. That's what you want to see from your midfielder. Unlucky there. It was a great, fantastic ball. Tyberg, you legend. Thank you for gifting a membership. Tyberg's gifted 1 membership. Who's got the membership? That's the question. Let me have a look. Don't forget to say thank you to Tyberg for the membership. Absolute legend is Tyberg. Who did you give the membership to? Don't even know. La 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 la. Well, say thank you. Whoever got the membership, say thank you to Tyborg. Tyborg, generous, kind gesture there. Thank you so much. Oh, I don't know who. No, Greg, you already had a membership. Yeah, Greg already had a membership, I think, but I don't know who else. Big up Tyborg. Tyborg's a legend, mate. Legend. Here comes South Africa again. They're in a little bit of a spell at the moment. They pass it out. No, he's going to try and die for the penalty there. He's going to try and die for the penalty. Who's Dewey? Never heard of him. I've never seen Dewey Dave in the chat. Who's Dewey Dave? I never seen him in the chat before. Yeah, they're playing a lot better in the second half. South Africa, by the way, they're playing good. It's an injury here though. He's on the floor. The number 20 for South Africa. This is Modal, who is the right back. Modal, by the way, I've been impressed with him. I know that they haven't played as well, South Africa, but I've been impressed with him. But he's 31 years old, but a lot of the South Africa team are of a certain age, which is a little bit past the age. If we're going to look at a player, if we're going to look at a defender for South Africa, I would look at Mbakazi. Right, he's 20 years old. He plays for Chicago. He's a good defender. He's only 20 years old. I would look at someone like that, definitely. When you look at South Africa's defense, they got 20-year-old Mbakazi, Chancellor, great clearance, and 22-year-old Imi Okan. Imi Okan plays for Hannover 96 in Germany. He's another one who I rate very highly. Those two centre-backs are the two players that were playing in the AFCON that I said, you know what, they're good. Look at that clearance right there. Look at that clearance right there. Right? That's what I'm talking about. That sort of player. Do you know what I mean? Brilliant. Right. That's what I'm talking about. He should probably say hi instead of lurking. Who is it? I don't know who it is. I have no clue, mate. I have no clue who it is. You know, nobody's blocked on my channel. You know that. Nobody's blocked on my channel. I don't block people. Over the bar, chance for again, another chance for Czech Republic, but this time it's over the bar again. Czech Republic. It does look like they need another goal though. 4 minutes on the clock. 35 minutes to go. It does look like they need another goal, in my opinion. I do feel like they need another goal because South Africa are really taking a foothold in this game. They're doing well. Definitely. Yeah, big up everyone does their thing. Big up everyone who does their thing legitimately. And that's what I would say. Do you know what I mean? Big up everyone. When I was just a little boy. Okay, Salah, whatever will be, will be. Yeah, Leeson, how you doing, my friend? Hope you're well. Good to see you. Guys, do me a favor. Do me a favor. Could you all go to don't leave the channel, but go to Lou's channel. Say hello. Sal Stretford Post Raid. Say Stretford Post Raid. Go and say hello. Very hardworking person there doing the watch along. Go and say hello. Go and show some love there, please. There you go. Hi, Lucen. Hope you're doing well, matey, mate. We've got more than 8 minutes in the second half than the whole first half. Yeah. 55 minutes gone, 0-0. I've given a raid. Big up. Big up. Thank you, Leeson. Thank you for supporting. Thank you. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. Make sure you mention Greg make sure you mention Greg where it came from. Where it came from. Yeah, make sure you mention it. Don't know if I can send links on here. Tybog, I'll try to send a link. I don't think I can send it. I don't think I can send links on here. Big up 442 managers are now mapping route to World Cup final. Yeah, 442's on the way back. 442's on the way back, isn't it? You know what I mean? "442's on the way back." Leeson, take it easy, my friend. I'll see you there, Leeson. I'll see you there. I'll be there in the morning. Of course, for that game. Early in the morning, break of dawning. Definitely. I'll be there. Yeah, Leeson, we are 5 a.m. the same as me. I'm up at 4 to do the graphics and whatnot. I'm up at 4 to do all that. And yeah. Big everyone in the stream. Let's go. This game is dying out. It's pittering into the abyss, guys. We got 58 minutes gone, 22 minutes to go. No, 32 minutes, excuse me. Counting, wishing time away. Here come a chance for Czech Republic. Big chance. Oh, away. Well blocked. Well, but it's a corner. Is it a corner? It's a corner to the Czechs. It's a corner to the Czechs. It's a corner to Czechs, guys. Czechoslovakia. Oleg Szczesny. We've had quite a few people watching, guys. Big up. Thank you, everyone. We've had quite a few people watch. So if South Africa lose, can they go home? They can, but they're not necessarily going home. They got one more game because I think it's 8 out of the 10 teams. Is it 10 groups? 8 out of the 10 groups go through as a third place, best third place. However, 3 points. If they lose the last game, if they win the last game, still might not be enough. I reckon about 4 points will get you through, even if you come third. 4 points will get you through. I think other than 4 points, I think you'd be very close to going out. Definitely, yeah. I don't think you can lose 2 games in a row. So back from Lou's channel, I can only hear a voice for a short time. Big up, Gregory. Big up, my friend. I'll just show some support. I'm just showing some support because that's what I do, Greg. You know, and you see, he's a good person. The South Africans are shooting the ball over the place, except for the net. That's why they're good at. That's why they're good at rugby, isn't it, Marcus? They're very good at rugby. They're very good at rugby. Some people don't like my voice. Some people think my voice is annoying. Some people said I sound like a Dalek. Someone said I sound like a Dalek. I think that was out of order, mate. I like Daleks. Yeah. If you know what a Dalek sounds like, you know, it's not very complicated. It's not very complimenting. Exterminate, 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 exterminate. As said yesterday, there's too many teams in this tournament. Yes, Greg. It's quality. Yeah, 8 out of 12. Thanks, Beef. Yeah, it's about 8 out of 12. So if you don't get through to the next round, you are useless, basically. That's basically it. You know, if Czech win this, it's a chance that they just need probably a draw and then the last game and then they go through. It's like everyone being rewarded for mediocrity, isn't it? Everyone's being rewarded for mediocrity. You know what I mean? Hello, my friend Cashin. How you doing? As a Mexican supporter, big up yourself. Buenos dias or buenas tardes, whatever time it is. I'm really hoping South Africa can tie it up. You want to go through, don't you? You want to go through. You only need a draw, my friend. You only need a draw. You need a draw against South Korea, and then you'll be fine. You'll go through anyway. You know, with the Azteca, with the crowd there, amazing. Amazing. Great atmosphere in Mexico. Big up the Mexicans. Much love to Mexico. Of course. Great place to be. Greatest stadium. One of the greatest stadiums on earth. It should host the World Cup final, really, isn't it? Really should. Really should host the World Cup final. Smash a like on the way in, guys. If you can do that for me, that'd be fantastic. Smash those likes. Smash those likes, please. Let's get the lights up, peeps. Let's get the lights up. 25. Still 1-0 to Czech Republic. I can see Czech Republic, to be honest with you, scoring another goal. It's going to be a foul to South Africa. Mikau. Madua is on the floor. The South African right back. He's fishing for a yellow card. He's definitely fishing for a yellow card, isn't he? You think South Korea will win tonight? I think it'd be very difficult, Lisa, for South Korea to go to the Azteca and win. I don't think they would have. I don't think they would. They would have witnessed anything like it. Having said that, I do think it'd be a draw. I think 2-2 I'm going for. Going for a 2-2 draw in that game. It's actually tomorrow morning for me, you know. God, I see what you did there, Tyborg. Oh, God. If I speak, I'm in trouble. If I speak, I'm in trouble. Oh, you got to laugh, innit? Smile while you still have teeth. That's what I would say. I always say, you know, smile while you still have teeth. How long we got? We got about half an hour, guys. This is definitely a dead rubber. Yeah, I think we do as well. Ephraim, bigger Ephraim. You know, they used to they used the salt and pepper shakers from the BBC canteen as the influence for designing the Daleks. The idea from during the early 1960s of faceless alien killing machines. Brilliant. They were quite scary, mate. They're quite, yeah, they're quite intimidating. You know, you wouldn't want to come up. You wouldn't want to bump into a Dalek in a dark alley, would you? Yeah, very aggressive. Very aggressive. So we are literally, guys, half an hour to go. We got 25 minutes to go. Excuse me. We got 25 minutes to go. It's still 1-0 to Czech Republic, courtesy of that early strike, guys, in the game. Still 1-0. $25 minutes, really for South Africa to save their World Cup, isn't it? I mean, they've got 25 minutes. Otherwise, they're going home, I think. I would think that they'd be going home. They got 25 minutes to save themselves. They need to try and do something. Definitely, they need to try and do something here. 23 minutes to go. If Czech Republic score again, yeah, it's curtains, isn't it? It's curtains. And not to score a goal as well so far. They'll be going home, definitely. You know. They'll be -3. Should have just got bloody Italy to the World Cup, for goodness sake. Or Albania, Varaskelia and all that. You know what I mean? We're missing out. These teams, it's nice for them, but greatness wasn't ball with nice, you know? It's just, it's nice for them, but it's not compete. It's like what Roy Keane said, isn't it? He's all for loads of teams qualifying for the World Cup, but they need to compete, you know? Marcus, while everything you said about the amount of teams, and it's true, I'm actually a contrarian to the party atmosphere in a fantastic, wish it doesn't end, camaraderie amongst countries. It's great to see here in Canada. Yeah, camaraderie, but you can have camaraderie without Curacao and Haiti, can't you? Can't you? I just think like it's a disappointment when you've got players like Kvaratskhelia and players like that in playing in the World Cup. Because at the World Cup, you want to see the best players on the biggest stage, isn't it? You know, at the moment, the World Cup is catered to small teams. You know, the qualifications period for Curacao is unfair. Look how easy it is. You know, look at New Zealand and Australia. They qualify every single time. You know, it's too easy. That's what I would say. You know, that's all I would say. Like the European qualifications, very difficult. I know there's a lot of European teams, but the World Cup does miss something. Absolutely, the World Cup when Italy there, when Albania, when Hungary, when Ukraine, when Denmark, when all these teams are not there, Ireland. When they're not there, it does make it. It does make it a little bit less, you know. Lisa, and I hope we have good scouts at the World Cup. Some young good ones. I hope so as well. Serbia, Albania, Hungary, and Italy. They all should be here. Players like Szoboszlai and should be there. Exactly, Tyberg. The biggest stage, the best players. Varaskelia, the biggest stage, the best players. You know what I mean? And not only, I'm not picking on Haiti and Curacao, I'm just using them as an example. Let's talk about Ecuador and teams like that, and Paraguay, you know, Nigeria and Cameroon, you know, proper teams, mate, proper players, Osman, you know what I mean? So they just need to reevaluate it a little bit, and they need to, like, what I would do. They just need to, the whole of South America, and CONCACAF should be one big group, right? And they should all fight each other. In regards to Australasia, it should be one big group, right? And for example, the top 6 go up. You know what I mean? The top 6, and then obviously you would have played everyone. That's how it should be, and the best teams will qualify. You know, if you look at the African qualifications, it's definitely very difficult. If you look at Congo's, the route to Congo, how Congo got to World Cup, you know. Yeah, I mean, Tyberg. I mean, we would have paid good money to see Onana in this World Cup. You know what I mean? I'm sure a lot of these fans would have as well paid good money to see Onana. Carlos Baleba. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'm joking. But yeah, look, Cameroon a good side. You know, they played well in the AFCON, and Nigeria, a very good side. Yeah, just it is what it is. It is what it is. You know, they have to make it into a World Cup. I just feel like the group stages need to be a little bit more divided. You know what? Imagine this. Imagine this, for argument's sake. Imagine they divided all the groups up into everyone plays everyone in the qualification, sort of like, you know, mixed with European and South American and European and Middle East and this and that. Imagine it all together. You know what I mean? These bloody hydration breaks are annoying us. It's killing the momentum of the game. I agree, man. It's everyone's talking about it. You know, the goal scorer for Czech Republic, he was mimicking it just now. He was mimicking the water bottle thing. You know what I mean? It is going to be mimicked. Of course, it is. Yeah, I suppose you can't expect much from South Africa when they got Lyle Foster up front, isn't it? But here they are. Okay, if he scores now, that would be funny, wouldn't it? If he scored now, that would be hilarious. That would be a slap in my face, wouldn't it, guys? Yeah, we got about 18 minutes, 28 minutes to go. 18 minutes, sorry, 17 minutes to go. Tybo, Infantino corrupt. Yeah. Trump and peace. Yeah. And they're already trying to give Messi the World Cup already, by the looks of things. Again, you know. You see, when Germany won the World Cup, Tybo, in 2014, Germany won it fair and square. And I congratulated Germany, and I said that Germany were the best team. They beat the best teams. They were the best team. With Argentina, I always look at that game against Holland, and I look at some of the decisions that went their way, and I will always and I look at that interview at the beginning of one of the organizers of the World Cup saying, "We want Messi to win the World Cup. It'd be great. Can you imagine Messi lifting the World Cup and stuff like that?" I always remember that, you know, and I never really felt that World Cup was earned. I felt that World Cup was a little bit sinister in regards to the end. It was a great World Cup, don't get me wrong, right? But they wanted him to win the World Cup. It's as simple as that. They wanted it. It was staged. It was almost like it was staged, you know? Portugal, what I would say, Leeson, is that they're on their last opportunity. I agree. They have to make something happen. Otherwise, I don't think they're going to do anything. They're always going to produce good players. Portugal have always produced good players. But this is kind of a golden generation, isn't it? I mean, you've got Vitinha and Neves. They're pretty young, though, Vitinha and Neves, so they've got that locked. One thing I would say about Portugal is that they're missing strikers, you know? They're not very... They're not very. Krenier's got a yellow card, guys. Just to analyze everything, we've only had a couple of substitutions here. Jarislav Zelny came on. Pavel Sok is come on. He's an attacker. Tomas Suchek, of course, we know him from West Ham, is come on. And Lucas Povod has come on. Adam Lozlek is come off. Michael Sedlek is come off. Vladimir Darida, the midfielder, has come off. And Alexander Sochka, who created the goal, has come off. For South Africa, Evidence Makagopa has come on. Ikram Reynolds has come off. And Mofokeng is come on. And Jaden Adams is come off. Just to let you know, just to clarify the substitutions, guys. It's a free kick to South Africa in a dangerous position. He plays it short. Why did he do that? Shot. Why on earth did he do that? Why did he do that? What on earth is wrong with him? Tybo, Gregory, I couldn't tell you the names of the African countries. It's not that I didn't learn them or at one point. It's the several of them did not exist or have been renamed. There is Google, Gregory. You do know that, right? There's Google. You do know. Geography's always been my strong point. I've always been good at capitals and things like that. But I wouldn't expect you to. I mean, I don't know many Americans that do, including my gran. I do know a lot of countries. You know, half of them think that English people walk around with a cloak and a sword and say, "Excuse me, I have come to rob your wallet." You get on one knee and bow to your lord. Yeah, we're all Harry Potters. We're all Harry Potters. Marcus. Every time they show Infantino, I throw up in my mouth face of FIFA corruption on ground. It started with, though, isn't it? Sepp Blatter, didn't it? It was Sepp Blatter who started the whole thing. Do you know what I mean? Would love to see Ronaldo win the World Cup, the last one. I would, yeah. I would love to see Messi's face if he does. They'll stop Ronaldo winning it, though. It was always like this. Spain, Italy, and Argentina always had huge help from their FIFA and rest. Well, not Italy. Italy won it 5 times. They've been good. Spain only won it once. So Argentina are someone said Israel. It rhymes with Innial of World Cup. Italy have been all right. Italy haven't, if Italy it was, they would be at the World Cup right now. They've had a lot of bad things go against them. Italy and Spain only recently. Last 15 years, since the Barcelona thing came. Well, what's going on is it's a VAR. No, it's not a VAR. I'm joking. Tybog. No, sorry, I read that one. Top scorer is going in the 7 goals. It's going to be Harry Kane. I said at the beginning of the tournament. I know the rest of the world, geography outside of Africa and the island nations pretty well, Sal. Really? How do you not know African nations? I know every single one. You know? Oh, these stereotypes about nations always make me smile. Yeah. They always, yeah. The way people think English people are, it makes me laugh. It really does. You know, until they go to England and they realize, oh my God, what the hell? What's going on? We all drink tea. We all eat crumpets in the morning. I do like a crumpet though, and I don't drink as much cups of tea as I used to. It's more coffee these days because of the streams. But you know, yeah, I don't drink as much as I used to be honest with you. Alphonso Davies will start for Canada tonight. Just to let you know, guys, Alphonso Davies will start for Canada. His first World Cup. Good player. Deserves it. Definitely deserves it. He's a good player. Yeah, Sal, you have luck with the tea thing. Well, no, well, we're colonizers as well, though, Tybo. We're colonizers. We're all hooligans. We're punks. We're a lot of things they've said. We have bad teeth. We have lots of. Well, majority of them are made up by America, probably. But yeah, Europe's the best, mate. Europe is just Europe, mate. We wouldn't be here right now watching this beautiful game if it wasn't for Europe. You know what I mean? Penalty to South Africa. I told you guys. I told you it was going to happen. I told you it was going to happen. I knew it. I said it. It's a penalty. Is it going to go to VAR? Yeah, I know, Tybo, because you're a bunch of assholes, you guys. You guys, I remember that well, Tybo. It's a penalty. I knew it. I knew it. Czechs are devastated. This is a massive thing. This could take it to the last game, guys. This can mean everything. This could send it to the last game. 9 minutes to go. It's unfair. Come on. That's not a penalty. I'm sorry. That's not a penalty. I'm sorry, guys. I know. That's not a penalty. His arms are by his side and the ball's coming at him from 2 yards. Come on. That's not a penalty. That's not a penalty. Unbelievable. Just want a fair game. What's he supposed to do there? Oh, well. Big up Cash. The girl referee has done well in this game. I don't think that was a penalty, though. I don't know what you can do from 2 yards out. What can you do from 2 yards out? Kova has work to do. The former Manchester United goalkeeper, by the way. The former Manchester United goalkeeper has worked. He's got a chance here to make a name for himself. Goal! 1-1. Good penalty. 1-1. South Africa have equalized. It's 1-1, guys. Game on. Game on. Yeah, all those chances that they missed earlier, Tyburg, are going to come. I knew they would come to halt them. I also felt those. Yeah, I knew it come. That shouldn't have been a penalty. I'm sorry, guys. That's not a penalty. I'm sorry. Well, how can you give a penalty for that? I'm sorry, guys. All right. They can't give a penalty for that. Guys. You can't give a penalty for that. I'm all for like fairness, you know what I mean? But this will take it to down to the last game. This will take it down to the last game, and it's basically winner takes all, isn't it? Almost, kind of. This will take it down to the last game, but 1-1, game on. It wasn't a penalty, Tyburg. I don't know. What can I say? I'm back. It's accidental. You can't do anything when 2 yards in front of you, Greg. You can't do anything about it. It's not a penalty. It's not a penalty. Absolutely, Garrett. His arms look like this. You can't give a penalty for that. People are saying here as well on the TV, no penalty. This goal could cost the Czechs the World Cup. They are playing Mexico next. But you know what? Czech Republic have themselves to blame. They didn't take their chances. If you don't take your chances, and I do think South Africa was starting to dominate the game in the second half. They had the most of the possession in the first half, and they're starting. But I told you guys that they'll get back in the game somehow by hook or by crook. You know, the German commentator said it's laughable. Greg Tyberg, what channel are they showing the game in Germany? What's it called? What's the main broadcaster for the World Cup in Germany? Here come Czech Republic though. They ain't giving up. They're not giving up. Well, we've got about a few minutes left. Plus, there'll probably be some hefty injury time, 5 or 6 minutes of injury time. Let's get those likes up, guys. Don't forget to smash a like on the video. Let's get the views and stuff like that, all that up. Here come. Good save. Almost 2-1. That's what I think, Ephraim. I think exactly the same as you, mate. I think exactly the same as you. I think they don't want them to go out. They have their favourites, don't they? I think they don't want them to go out of the tournament. However, good luck to South Africa. I've got a lot of love for South Africa, and hopefully they do well. If they do well, they've got the big game later on. It's one good thing about it. It's going to be interesting. The last game is going to be interesting because it's all to play for. I know that Czech Republic are playing Mexico, but you know what? Greatness wasn't built on comfort zones, and who knows? Mexico might already be through. You know, and South Africa, South Korea, a good team. You know what I mean? Absolutely. Most teams in the World Cup till now score early and then go sit down. Yeah. Apart from England lit up the tournament yesterday. You see that? Lit up the tournament. Proper entertainment. Thanks, Tyborg. Ard Zidia. Thanks, man. It's basically on the national TV. So it's on the national TVs of Germany. I'm looking for like an app that has all the German channels. You know, like all the live channels, the live ones, all of them. Like I'm looking for something like that. The national TV channels and things like that. I'm looking for like like a German app that has all of it. Do you know what I mean? Big up, everyone. Thanks for 50 likes, guys. Appreciate it. It's good to have 50 likes on the watchalongs. It's hard on the watchalongs. You know, we need more people to smash like on the watchalongs, guys. You know, we need more people to smash like. on the watchalongs. Big up everyone. No, it's a free kick to Czech Republic here. We got 7 minutes of injury time. 7 minutes of injury time here. 7 minutes. Listen, I don't use ITV, Leeson. It's unreliable. Never used it. I've used it probably once in my lifetime. Sort of thing. If anything, if I was to do anything, I'll use VPN, because then VPN you can just download the apps and just watch them and change the location where you are. Not advocating for it, but that's what people do. IPTV is illegal though, Lisa, and that's the thing. Sal, are you doing the Mexico versus Korea game, or is it too early to commit to that? Naturally, I understand if you don't want it. No, I'm doing it, Greg. I'll be there. I'll be at the game. Not at the game, but I'll be doing the game. Definitely, Greg. I'll be doing the game. Be good to see you. I'll be here in the morning, no doubt. Because I'm not doing the game tonight. I'm not doing the Switzerland-Bosnia game tonight, and I'm not doing the Qatar against Canada game. So I'm going to do the Mexico against South Korea game tomorrow morning. I'm looking forward to that one. Should be a good game. You know when you look at a game and you think that's going to be a good game. You know, big up, Greg. Much love to Greg. Chance for Czech Republic though. Czech Republic coming back. He's got a chance. He's offside. He's offside. He passed it there. He should have. It's going to be a corner. Is it? No. It's a goal kick. You mean tomorrow for me, Beef Bully? You mean the South Korea against Mexico? 2-2. That's my prediction. 2 each. That's the score I'm going for. So 5 minutes ago, under 5 minutes ago, about 4 minutes ago now. 4 minutes of injury time. Can South Africa, can someone win it? Would South Africa win it? We have done very good with likes by the end of the season in the Premier League. Hopefully, it improves even more the season with the Champions League. Absolutely, hopefully, Tyberg. It's not easy. But here come Czech Republic. Shot, great shot, but wide of the target. Yeah, we're gonna try. We're gonna try and elevate and get more and more by the end of next year. Every year we improve, you know, and we get higher and higher. Every morning, Breaking Dawn is very good. It's always been consistent with everything, you know. So only a few minutes left. 3 minutes of the game left. Is anyone going to take advantage of this game, take it by the scruff of the neck, and win? Here we go. South Africa attacking in the last few minutes of the game. Can they make a chance? They're attacking in the last few minutes of the game. Someone could win this game. You know, it'd be massive if one of these teams won this game. You know what it would do to this group? You know how open this group would become. But here comes South Africa. Great chance. Good shot. Kova right in the hands of Kova. Well played, Kova. Another good goalkeeper. Man United let go. Long ball. Doesn't come to anything. About a minute to go, guys. I know, Tyberg. Yeah. No worries, though. No worries. You always poke your head in sometimes. It's good. I know it's very early in the morning for some people. You get up early for work. Chance. Chance. Oh, it's a corner. It almost was a goal to South Africa. Big up, Tyberg. Yeah. It's almost a goal to South Africa. They almost won it in the end. My goodness me. That was a big chance. Corner's taken short. I don't know why they took that corner short. They needed to whip that ball in. They're going to whip it in now. And it's a poor one anyway. Why would they do that? It's gone all the way back wide. Shot, blocked. That's going to be it, really. Can't see anything else happening. About 10 seconds of normal time. Is it full time yet? Everyone who's ahead. Clearance away. Full time, guys. It has finished. Czech Republic 1, South Africa 1, all to play for in this group, guys. It's going to go down to the last game of the group. Both of these teams now have 1 point. And Czech Republic will be playing they'll be playing Mexico, and South Africa will be playing South Korea. Two very, very difficult games for both of those teams. Who is going to get that third position? It doesn't guarantee you go through, though, the third position, because I do think that South Korea and Mexico will go through as 1 and 2. But who will get the third place? And will they go through to the next round? 8 out of 12 of the third place teams go through, of course, guys. Absolutely. Guys, thank you for joining me today. Big up and congratulations. A great performance in the second half, my brother. Good to see you, Garrett. Great show. Thank you, Bobby. Why are they shooting for... I don't know, mate. Ridiculous. South Africa found their legs in the end. They did well at the end. See you later, guys. I'll see you for the Mexico game, guys. Don't forget to join me for that. Guys, let's get everyone for that game. And yeah, look, hopefully for a good game. And good game, this one, in the end. And you know what? It's going down to the last game. That's what we want, really. We want it to go down to the final game, don't we? We want there to be an opportunity. It keeps the competitive edge there alive, of course, guys. I'll see you later on. Well, tomorrow for me for the Mexico against South Korea game. See you there, guys. Take it easy. Peace.